Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, and my friends, we got an interesting one for you here today because it's very much in the realm of conspiracy theory. So the other day we had the Penny Parker trailer drop for Marvel Tokon, and we did the full breakdown on that. Check it out if you haven't already on the channel. And now around the internet, some people are alleging this trailer may have some secret messages in it. And to be perfectly frank, I don't know if it does or doesn't. But I do think it's interesting, and there is some previous stuff which helps back this up. Not the least of which is we talked about a potential leak not too long ago, and this sort of lines up with that as well. So what's going on? What exactly are we talking about here? So at the end of the Penny trailer, and the Penny trailer is really cool, but at the end of the Penny trailer, we have our new team, the Amazing Guardians. And they fill out this along with the existing Unbreakable X-Men team. Okay, and we have 3 more teams to go to fill out the roster, sure. But you might notice there's a lot of iconography, a lot of doodads across the screen. And what do they mean, if anything, right? Like, could they just be scribbles? Sure. I went back to check the last trailer, though, and those were there still. They were different scribbles on this one at the end of the Unbreakable X-Men trailer, but, now, with the benefit of hindsight, they spelled out exactly the Penny Parker trailer, like almost everyone except for Penny herself. Big ol' spider web. That's probably Spider-Man, right? Big ol' star being drawn. Oh, okay, that's probably Star-Lord, making sense. And here at the top, what I just took for scribbles at the time, whatever, you can also definitely take as MM, aka Miss Marvel, also in the trailer. That's our team, everyone but Penny. So now with the benefit of knowing this in hindsight, that the previous trailer was a called shot, it wasn't just random scribbles, that kind of gives this a lot more weight to me. So now let's take what we can and can't read out of this. Stuff like Cap here, that's just red, white, and blue. America colors, also Russia's colors, or did I just blow your mind? Storm has a cloud with a thunderbolt and some snow, so I'm assuming, hey, this is just a reference to her. And Peter gets some like scribbles for spider sense, a number 1 and a heart. But then we got a lot of other stuff. And again, the last trailer directly called out this trailer. That's not a maybe, that's a fact now. So knowing that, let's look at some of the other stuff. So for the Doom team, we're assuming the Doom team, but it makes sense. The game needs a villain team. And the PlayStation blog post about the Penny trailer makes it very clear there will be multiple villains. How will our heroes and villains rise up? So again, Doom villains team seems likely. And the first little bit here, a big old wand. This, I almost feels like a dead giveaway. Wand, magic, right? Who uses magic? Scarlet Witch. Wand, Wanda. And Scarlet Witch is one of the 2 characters mentioned in the previous leak video, which again, I can't say it's 100% accurate, but in my time doing so many leak videos over the years, the way it leaked out is the most common way for anything to leak out in gaming. And yes, Wanda could be an Avenger, but Wanda could just as easily be a villain. She's a villain many times in many stories. Just because it's here in the profile with Doom doesn't mean she's necessarily on Doom's team, but again, these are hints. As shown by the last trailer, they're giving hints, so take it for what it is. Seems like maybe Wanda Maximoff is potentially a playable character. Now on the same screen, we also have these pinky purpley bits. And one assumption is Magneto, because Magneto, when he uses his powers, is commonly shown as either purple or like a pinky purple. And to be clear, Magneto is the other character that was shown in the leak. Which again, I cannot 100% verify myself, but sort of seems likely. That said, also, in the interest of due diligence, similar, although not the same, similar style of stars show up in the Star-Lord bit in the Penny Parker trailer, so make of it what you will. At minimum, though, the colors fit, and at minimum, you know, eventually he will be a character, even if he's DLC. Magneto is sort of a big deal fighting game character, right? Especially if you Arc System works him up, and then he becomes the game's version of Iron Tiger, which I'm very excited for, I'm not gonna lie. But again, this is all speculation, so take it as you will. Now, getting interesting, under Dr. Doom, we have this appear. The red circle with a star, and yo, this screams Winter Soldier. The red star is one of the most iconic parts of his look, and they made sure to not have it on the Captain America bit at the top. Remember I made that little joke about the red, white, and blue also being the Russia flag? Well, hey, there you go, right? And to be real, he'd be a perfectly good fit on the Captain America team. And we do need lots of new characters for the game, if you happen to be unaware. As of Penny Parker being announced, we still have at least 8 characters to go. We have 4 people who are, as of yet, unaffiliated with an official team. And that means all these new teams coming up, we have 3 new teams, they're going to be mostly new characters. Who goes where is certainly up for debate, but we need a lot of new characters yet. And Winter Soldier makes a perfectly good fighting game character. Yo, he was a blast, by the way, in Marvel Infinite. I know almost none of you played it, but he was cool there. Now, to be fair, it could also be the Red Guardian, who would technically be a deeper pull, although he was recently in the Marvel Thunderbolts movie. So he's not quite as obscure as some, I guess, but it's not impossible, but he would just play like Captain America, so I don't think he's as likely as the Winter Soldier. But again, just this Red Star, like, that screams that to me. Again, make of this what you will. This is purely speculatory. I don't know. I just like talking about this kind of stuff. Now, going on to Ghost Rider, we got 2 little doodles here. One with a marshmallow over his flaming head, and another one that's a duck. The duck one is scary to me, to be honest with you. Because in a better world, this would mean Duck King. The world yearns for Duck King to return. But this isn't a better world. This is a world cursed by sin. And if you forgot what's in the fancy edition of the game, we have a Howard the Duck lobby avatar. Technically a Marvel character, most famous from the film produced by George Lucas. Yes, that George Lucas.
That's it. No more Mr. Nice Duck.
It's one of the films of all time. Let's put it that way. Gone on to be a cult classic because of how stupid and bad it is, right? And then eventually in later MCU movies, he was made like a post-credits joke. They have proven they want to get weird with this game. That it's on the table, right? And you don't get much weirder than Howard the Duck. So I both look forward to and fear this potential Easter egg. Now, as far as the marshmallow goes, that feels like a pretty direct call out, especially because it's over top of Ghost Rider's head. So go a few years back and there's an officially licensed Marvel diorama where it has Deadpool cooking a marshmallow over Ghost Rider's head. Technically a different Ghost Rider because that's not Robbie. Regardless though, like the point kind of stands, right? Like this is an officially licensed product, has gone on to inspire a lot of fan recreations, either in like figurines or in fan art, that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's a moment in time, right? And again, nothing I'm saying here is concrete. But given that we have, you know, a basis for this, given that the last trailer was a direct called shot, you gotta give some of this stuff at least some merit on what the future may hold. We got 8 more characters to go through. Between Danger and Penny, it's very obvious to me that we're gonna have some oddballs. Howard the Duck would definitely be the king of all oddballs. But of course, you still need some heavy hitters, right? So people like a Magneto or a Deadpool, those would be heavy hitters that sell copies of the game. You definitely want a few weird characters, but you definitely need to sell the game on the backs of like the popular characters as well. It can't all be weirdos, right? Some of the characters we've talked about are proven fighting game vets like Magneto and Winter Soldier. Very easy, even in the new version, to make them fighting game characters. You would have to be creatively bankrupt not to make a good fighting game character out of those 2 characters. And someone like a Howard the Duck, well, you can literally just do whatever you want. So I present this conspiracy theory to you on the basis of wait and see, I guess. It turns out, we only have the benefit of hindsight, but turns out the last trailer, those scribbles actually meant something. So now I have to take it that the scribbles do mean something this time around again. We do have the previous leak video, which points to Magneto and Scarlet Witch already, and at minimum, Scarlet Witch seems to be directly hinted at, but very much time will tell. So I present this evidence to you and make of it what you will. Post in the comments below what you think about this. Is this real? Is this bupkis? What is going on? And until next time, well, that's it for me and that's it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games.